Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're venturing deep into the heart of the Amazon, a realm often pictured as a vast, untouched wilderness. But what if I told you that beneath its dense canopy lies the story of sprawling, complex societies? For centuries, we believed the Amazon was too harsh to support large-scale civilizations. The thin soil and challenging environment seemed to preclude the possibility of anything more than small nomadic tribes. This was the prevailing wisdom, a story told in textbooks and documentaries. But recent discoveries are completely rewriting that narrative. Thanks to cutting-edge technology, particularly something called LiDAR, which is like a superpowered radar that can see through the forest cover. Archaeologists are uncovering a breathtaking secret. Imagine flying over the Amazon and having the trees magically disappear, revealing the ground below. What they're finding is astonishing. The ghostly outlines of ancient cities, complete with raised causeways, canals, plazas, and even massive pyramids. This isn't science fiction. It's the lost history of the Amazon coming to light. One of the most mind-blowing examples is in the Llanos de Mojos region of Bolivia. Researchers have mapped a network of urban settlements that were incredibly sophisticated. They didn't just live in the forest, engineered it. They built intricate water management systems with canals and reservoirs to control seasonal flooding and farm productively. They constructed raised causeways, some stretching for miles, connecting settlements like ancient highways. This wasn't just a village. It was a regional network of interconnected communities, thriving for centuries, long before Europeans ever set foot in the Americas. These people weren't simply surviving in the jungle. They were masters of their environment. They developed a unique form of agriculture, creating what's known as terra preta, or Amazonian dark earth. This is a man-made, incredibly fertile soil created by adding charcoal, pottery shards, and organic waste. They literally built their own farmland, transforming patches of poor soil into agricultural gold mines that remain fertile to this day. This level of environmental engineering shows a deep, symbiotic relationship with the forest that we are only just beginning to understand. So who were these people? While many of their original names are lost to time, archaeological evidence points to diverse cultures, like those associated with the Casarabe culture in Bolivia. They flourished between 500 and 1400 AD. We're talking about a society with a distinct social hierarchy, skilled artisans, and a complex worldview. Their pottery is intricate, their settlements are planned with intention, and the sheer scale of their earthworks suggests a large, organized population capable of monumental construction projects. Think about the manpower required to build kilometers of canals and raised platforms with nothing but stone tools and human ingenuity. Further north in Brazil, near the border with Bolivia, other discoveries paint a similar picture. Archaeologists have found hundreds of large, geometric earthworks known as geoglyphs. These massive circles, squares, and linear patterns, some dating back 2,000 years, are so large they can only be fully appreciated from the air. While their exact purpose is still debated, were they ceremonial centers, defensive structures, or astronomical calendars? Their presence proves that large, organized societies were modifying the landscape on a massive scale across the Amazon basin. The question then becomes, what happened to these vibrant civilizations? Why did these cities become lost? It's a complex puzzle, but the leading theory points to a devastating combination of factors. The arrival of Europeans in the 16th century brought diseases to which the indigenous populations had no immunity. Epidemics likely swept through the Amazon, decimating up to 90% of the population, long before European explorers even physically reached these inland cities. Imagine a society collapsing not from war, but from an invisible enemy. With the population decimated, the social structures that maintained these complex cities and agricultural systems crumbled. Without people to manage the canals, farm the fields, and maintain the buildings, the relentless jungle simply reclaimed what was once hers. The causeways became overgrown, the canals filled with silt, and the great plazas were swallowed by vines and trees. Over centuries, the memory of these cities faded into legend. Dismissed by outsiders as the fanciful tales of a lost city of Z, but now, the forest is giving up its secrets. Each new LiDAR scan, each archaeological dig, adds another piece to this incredible story. We are witnessing a fundamental shift in our understanding of human history in the Americas. The Amazon was not an empty wilderness. It was a peopled, managed, and engineered landscape, home to millions. These discoveries challenge our very definition of civilization and nature, showing us that the two are not always in opposition. This ongoing exploration is more than just an academic exercise. It honors the ingenuity and resilience of these ancient peoples. It also carries important lessons for us today, as we face our own environmental challenges. Studying how these Amazonian societies managed their resources sustainably for centuries could offer valuable insights into agroforestry and living in harmony with our planet. They weren't just living in the forest, they were co-creating it. The story of the Amazon's lost civilizations is still being written, and it's a powerful reminder that history is full of hidden chapters just waiting to be uncovered. What we see as wild and untamed nature might just be the garden of a civilization that has long since vanished, leaving behind only whispers and shadows beneath the leaves. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey into the past. What do you think is the most fascinating part of these discoveries? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to explore more hidden histories with me, please don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and subscribe to the channel for more adventures. Your support makes all of this possible. We'll see you in the next one.